I have to say, during all these times in the lockdown and all these desperate situations we are in, I'd say Legos has sort of helped me keep my mind together. Keeps my hands busy and sort of reminds me that it makes me stay a little bit sane. During after all these. But at last, the laser is now complete, and my starship is finally up and running. My enemies will know my true wrath. Hey guys, welcome back to another video this week, and something I wanted to talk to you about that I've been feeling for a while now, not just because of the dire situation, but also a lot of times where sort of I feel a little bit of hopelessness, and it doesn't mean it's going to be a sad vlog. Not really. I hope it's not. But the last few weeks has sort of shown that that because my work has sort of dried up mostly, because of the situations I haven't actually been doing much. But what also has happened is that once all this stuff is officially over, there is the fear, not just in the back of my head, but out there in real life, that a lot of things are going to change, which means, there are some areas which means my business might not survive as much, which got me to thinking that there are numerous times in my life where me being afraid of the future has led me to be doing some very rash and impulsive decisions as such. In other words, there are times where, because I know I've talked to you two guys about this before, where there are times where when I've sometimes late at night or sometimes or in the middle of the day, I have this irrational fear that what I'm doing right now, in terms of the work I do, the life I want to live, that sort of stuff, is just going to get me absolutely nowhere. There's always that nagging point in the back of my head that makes me feel like it's all pointless. And I know everybody has that. I know perfectly well that everyone has that little voice in their head, which is their humility. That's the best word. But that sort of thing that reminds themselves that to be realistic and such, to keep themselves grounded. I know that, and I try my best to do that. But I also try to sort of make sure that I don't give up on my dreams and such. That I want to try and get into radio, or I want to try and get into voice work, that sort of thing. But given the fact that what's has spurred this on is the last few weeks or so, because of dire situation, there are times where there have been late nights where I just think, oh God, it's all nothing's going to happen. It's all going to be the same. It's all going to end. I have to I have to irrationally just go online, find some agencies, find some good work, that sort of thing. I'll impulsively sort of just give up my dreams and that sort of stuff and just admit to myself, no, you're never going to get anywhere doing this. Just get a basic 9-to-5 job like everyone else and that'll be it. You'll be fine, And it's one of those annoying things that it's that rational fear of the future that I think sort of does it to me. I still, I always think that, where I am now, is somewhere, I always think to myself, no, this isn't where you're supposed to be. You're a loser, you're a failure and such. The things you want to do, you should have done them, ages ago when you were, in your teens. You should have worked that out by then, if you had done it then, you would have been good now. But now, here, you're barely anything, It's those sort of little bad thoughts that inflict me for, an hour or so, after midnight, when I'm just up and I just sort of there was inner force to myself. And I end up thinking, God, is any of this worth it? Is my future even, is what I'm doing for this future, troublesome? Is it even going to be there? And I let that sort of fear of the future for a little bit of time get a hold of me. And I just look at every single job that I can, see if it's a basic function, and I try and do it, that sort of thing, Because that's the thing, even after I do that, and a couple hours later, I sort of get out of that funk. I sort of say, no, pull yourself together, just a little bit of rational fear, you know what you want to do, you got your mindset, you got your goals, that's what you want to do. That sort of thing's been happening. And I that might not be a great way to cope with it, but that's just how I do it, what has spurred on the last few weeks, in the sense that I've been doing that, but more in the field I want to be in. The sort of like, because of the dire situation we are right now, I've been trying to look at, oh, maybe I should try and look at more creative agencies, or maybe I should look at more voiceover work, see if I can put themselves in there. And there's always the irrational fear that whenever I go in an agency, put all my details there, and literally just like, okay, there's my details, there's my scripts, there's everything I've done, put out there for the world, and suddenly I'm immediately gonna get a response back saying like, you're rubbish, why are you doing this? You're just, you're not working, this isn't good enough for you. Like that fear comes into my head even when I'm, looking in the jobs I want, Like even there are times when I was doing radio, where I was like talking politics and stuff, and I was just thinking in the middle of the shows, I just think, why are you doing this? You're not, this isn't good, this isn't going to get you anywhere. And the reason it's not going to get you anywhere is because you're not good enough, and that's that sort of thing. Like I put the blame entirely on me. Like I know the fact that there is blame on me for like where I am, and I get that, But like I sort of blame. There are times where it's just like I think everything that the world is out to get me. It's that kind of thing. Like there are some times where it's just like I don't even think the idea of like, how many thousands of other people want to be radio presenters and get the job first? How many dozens of people, how difficult the business is? I was told, ages ago, even when I started this in like 18 and such, like even when after I left university and I had nothing, I was told like, by the way, the job you want to get into, there is no easy path to this, in the sense like every job has a application form, get an interview, you're in. Like it's that. The jobs I want to do, like go into media, go into radio, go into voice work, like a lot of it is just, I was told this, but a lot of it is just volunteering your time, putting yourself out there, practicing your craft, making sure that things you do are worth it, and then hopefully the time will come when someone does notice you, and you're there. It's that thing. It's the long waiting game, for this job, especially in radio, where. Like, a lot of times, like, there are so many radio stations out there that are all voluntary, and I wish I could do them all, but, again, they don't pay me, but that's the thing. Like, I do them because, one, I love the job, but two, like, it builds my craft. It reminds me that I'm still going along, And it's strange how my mind and my fears sort of go against that. That the path I'm on, I wanted to do voice work and stuff, like the last couple of weeks, I have applied to, like, a few voiceover agencies to try and see if I can get my voice out there, because I thought that's actually not a bad idea. But even then, I still think like, if I don't get an immediate response soon, a couple of days, that's an automatic failure. And I just have to remind myself, stop thinking that. It's the long game here, okay? The business that I am in, the jobs that I want to do, are something where you don't just get them immediately, and I know that. But my fear of the future is always going to be there. And it just sort of has to... It's one of those things I just have to sort of remind myself to calm down once in a while. Like everyone I think has that irrational fear of what they want to do with their lives, or that the things they've been doing is worthless, I get a lot, I know a lot of people out there do, but it's always good the fact that I can at least bounce myself back to sort of think that, no, I haven't wasted my time because this is something I really want to do, This is stuff where I practiced this. The fact that I actually have been volunteering. I've been doing radio work for 2 years now. I've been working for different radio stations. I've been doing YouTube for 2 years. I've been trying to do all that. And even then, I do promotional work. Like, the promotional work helps me, has been helping me get more comfortable with people. Like a couple of years ago, I would have never done that because I was afraid to just go out on the street, The fact that it builds me more confidence to sort of to be like, okay, no, you got to do this. You got to actually prove to yourself that you're good. It's that kind of thing. But I guess I just wanted to get that out there. The sort of that this situation that all of us are in has sort of spurred on these thoughts a lot more than they should have. Where I see industry after industry dying, and I hear like, okay, this is the new normal. Like, there are things that like. There are things which are just going to be done, and I just think like, well, that means I'm done. And I sort of have to remind myself, no, it's not. Just because one thing's there doesn't mean it's the end of you, or it's the end of your dreams, You got to keep trying. That's all that matters, Know that the path you're on is the one you want to be on, and keep going, That's the thing. Like, I know people who have been doing volunteering for radio stations for years before they even got a job in radio. right? I've only just been doing it for 2 years, or even like, yeah, 1.5 years, essentially. And, you know, to think that I should be successful even now is fantasy. Like, even all the top people I want to be, like all the top radio presenters, took years to do that. You know, like you'll get the lucky ones, like the people who like were 25 and they got to like radio. They were starting their things when they were like 15. They knew what they wanted to do, you know. And you got people like where I want to be like. They were in their 30s, like their late 30s before they even had the big jobs they wanted. I'm still in my 20s, you know. I'm still in a good mindset of what I want to be. That's why I have to remind myself, and that's why I hope you guys remind yourselves where in the paths you want to take. That fear of the future, especially at this times, is gonna always be there, and it's gonna be annoying, and it's gonna make you do things which is like that makes you want to give up. Don't. Literally, just calm down, give yourself like a minute to relax, and get those thoughts out of your head. Because if the dreams are something you want to do, then you shouldn't let fear, even the tiniest bit, make rational decisions over it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. So this might actually been a sad video. So sorry about that. I didn't mean to be. You know, but I always feel like I should get my feelings out for you guys, especially how I feel. That didn't make any sense, but it doesn't matter. I will see you guys next week with a brand new vlog. I always promise to try and make it more cheerful. I know it won't be, but I'll try. So, see you guys next week with a new vlog. Like and subscribe, all that. Comment if you agree with me on these thoughts. And I will see you guys again with a new video. Thanks, guys. Bye.